Hi friends! Man, it's been a while. I know I said I was gonna be on here a little bit more, but the holidays happened, my husband got sick, and I really needed some time off. But now I'm going to promise 4 videos a month. I'm gonna figure it out, we're gonna do it, and I'm gonna be consistent. I can't promise you on a specific day, but we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna show you what's happened. I really tried to record this last week, but we had really strong winds and the video quality was terrible. I will probably slip in some clips of how things were, and then suddenly we got a freeze. Because I haven't been in the garden like I normally would, I didn't cover them for the freeze, so I did lose some plants, but I'm okay with it because most of them survived, and the ones that froze were plants that really needed to go. Like I had some peppers and basil. I mean, the basil will come back. I'll give you a glimpse of what those looked like before. A lot of you have asked about the papaya, so stay tuned to show you in the end. Don't expect pretty, but expect to see the garden just doing its thing. And I want to tell you that I have huge plans for this year, so I hope you stay tuned because it's going to be a drastic change. I'm excited, so excited for 2022. My lime tree has quite a few limes. I already harvested one this year, so I can't wait for the next couple weeks. The lemon is still blooming, and we have a lot of lemons. Right before you enter the garden, I have this little patch where I used to have okra, some eggplant, and I added in some kale, some cabbage, some parsley, and the Asian green called tatsoi. Hopefully they turn out well. These should do good with the temperature. Maybe not the parsley, but I needed a space for them. This was so beautiful right before the freeze, but they'll come back. It will do its thing come this year, and it's gorgeous. I love it so much. It was so worth the $65 I spent on this plant, and it's called Avigna caracaya. Over here I have some Swiss chard, some cauliflower. I had some cauliflower back here and I've already cut that back. I've harvested most of them before the freeze. And I've loved this calendula, but it's attracted this bug, which I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's everywhere on all the buds. Still left one broccoli just to see how it would do after the freeze. And this purple broccoli is actually delicious. I'm letting it go to seed. Then back here I had some coleus, which that really doesn't do the winter at all. And then this broccoli here is a gorgeous lime green color. This lettuce over here is bolting. So we'll get some seeds from that one soon. I mean, it did good with the frost. This potato vine is done. Over here I have my basil, the African blue basil that I love so much. But you know, I'm going to cut it back and it will come back. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it here. It is super large for this area. I need an area where it can contain itself. All this is going to go. We have some eggplant in here. These are actually really beautiful. These are ageraniums, I think, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Started to bloom late fall. Back here I have some more cauliflower and a Brussels sprouts. The only thing that I've been struggling with is white flies right now and those little bugs on the calendulas. Here's another look of the Brussels sprouts. And it looks like I might be getting some soon. Those are the white flies. They're terrible. They will stunt the plants, so I need to come and spray them down. Mixture of water and dish soap should fix the problem. And over here I added my purple cabbage and it was half the size about a month ago, so I think it's liked its new spot. All my coleus is done and some of the nasturtiums, but I am saving the bottom. It looks like it did well either way over here, so it will handle low temperatures, just not the frost. And the carrots, I haven't came to thin them out. Let's see how these look. I mean, it's a big mess down here. Okay, like, see, this is not good. But we'll come and thin some of these out. It's really due. I can't even get through here, so it wasn't a smart idea to wait this long because it's all a tangled mess. But we're gonna get it done. Over here I have some purple cabbage. I have my dinosaur kale that is gorgeous. Like, this is just beautiful. I loved the spot here, and even though it doesn't get too much sun, it still is thriving. I think this is some of the frost, so I need to come back and cut these off. This nasturtium is still trying to manage, but looking at this area here, I don't think it's gonna do any good. I mean, this is defrosted and it looks terrible. Now looking over on this side, you see a crazy mess, but it's okay. It's part of the process, and to me it actually looks really nice. So the peppers look like ornaments. They're still hanging on. I need to come and harvest all of these peppers. And this one has been my most productive. This is a Serrano hot rod from Johnny Seeds. I have another Brussels sprouts here. The alyssum that is thriving was not affected by the frost. Still have some hanging peppers. Most of them I harvested before the frost, but you see these peppers are just huge and ready. This is actually a poblano. Have some over there that are ripening. The oregano has done great, but I don't think this area received too much of the frost anyways. Here's my African blue basil, and that's the other basil that I had. The beans need to be harvested. This is my favorite. I'm gonna do this again. This is the ball hide from Baker Creek. I have some dill in the back, some more broccoli. No, this is cauliflower. Some angelonia that has survived the cold, but I think it might be protected here. The basil, I mean, we still have some green, so who knows, but it's gonna go. Like, this is not nice looking. See how this nasturtium is doing great, and then I have one over here, actually two, one that was affected and the other one that was a little protected. So I should have protected it with some frost cloth. I've just been so crazy busy. Over on this corner we have some collard greens. Let's see, I have this. I had noticed that. Wonder what that is. Over here in the back, before I go there, you know how I had the vines, the potato vines? Well, I had no idea that I was growing sweet potatoes. So when I came to remove the vine, you should see what came out of it. I'm gonna make a short and post it on here so you can see, because I did record it. So now I replaced it with the tatsoi, and then in the back I have a lot of cilantro and dill and some cabbage. Here's something that was left behind. This is a sweet potato vine. This has been here since last year, so it's almost 2 years old, or 2 years old. These are onion chives. Keep coming back. Now it's time for what you've been waiting for, or a lot of you. My papaya tree. is still here. But it's not looking good at all. I've kept it just for you because a lot of you wanted me to keep it, but it's ready to go. And maybe not 100%, but look what happened with the frost. Isn't she beautiful? It looks pretty scary though. I'm gonna put a clip on here on what it looked like before. It looks like we have 7 in total, with a little one growing over there, 8. This is all in half a year's worth, so I'm really stoked to try this again in the spring. Hopefully I get to harvest them later on this year. The papaya did have some frost on it, and you can see just how it affected the fruit. See the 2 tones? I still have some foliage that wasn't affected, but most of it is done. But you know, they were getting quite large. I was so excited for you. And it's January, our first frost. This giant mustard green has been one of my favorite looks, and it's still alive and kicking. It wasn't really affected by the frost. I need to come back and harvest some of these on time. But back here I have a lettuce and some more dill, some Swiss chard, some more mustard greens. I really love my metal raised beds, and I'll put a link on here or down below. I've got some watermelon radish, which I've been wanting to harvest, so let's just do this one. Oh, isn't she beautiful? This is my first time growing these, so we're gonna see how it goes. So my Chinese spinach was affected, but not much at all. I mean, this is not bad. This is what I use for my smoothies. I actually don't really like the flavor on its own. It's a beautiful color in the garden, so I'm definitely gonna redo this when it grows super fast. This has gotten some shade, but I still have some chamomile, some cilantro, some dill, and some thyme back here. This one's really shaded. Here's a view from the back. Our weather is crazy here, so we can get 30-degree weather in the morning and then be at 80 degrees during the day. Like right now, it's in the 70s. It's supposed to drop to the 40s tonight, and it's going to be like that the rest of the week. So our January is a little bit crazy. We might get maybe a handful of frost days, but other than that, that's it for us. And I love it because I get to wear a short sleeve, and then I get to wear a sweater in the same month. It's pretty crazy. I've missed you guys so much. I hope you had a great Christmas and New Year's. There's so much to do this year. I'm so excited to share it. I'm always going to be sharing it because I just love you guys, and I love doing this. It's one of my favorite things to do. I might take a little break here and there because it's needed, but I love coming back and showing you that we can still do this even though we're not 100% in the garden all the time. Things still grow, and your garden is very graceful. So I'm glad you are still waiting on me and stay till the end to watch it. Hopefully you stick around because I have so many good plans this year, and I can't wait to share them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.